What is up, YouTube? Josh here with GamePlayersRUs, back with another gaming grabs video. It's been a while since my last one, so I do apologize for that. But I have been able to get a lot of new stuff for you, so I hope this isn't going to be too long of a video. You know before me, because you can see how long it is down here. But hopefully it won't take too long, but please bear with me as long as I do, and I really hope you enjoy the stuff that I did get. But first off, thank you so much again for all the support that everyone's been giving. I hope you enjoyed the other 2 years on YouTube and our top lists of games we played over the past year. It was actually a lot of fun making that video, so Ben and I both enjoyed that. And we actually enjoy making those videos in general, so a lot of editing goes into it, but I think it's all worth it in the end. So anyways, I'm going to start off with a few amiibos. I know I'm just going to get them out of the way. Amiibos are getting everyone kind of mad right now, but I'm enjoying what I can get. So first off, my wife actually bought me this one, and it's Kirby. It's pretty cute. I do like him. She's actually really getting into the amiibos too, as much as you can, I guess, so that one's really cool. And then I picked up a Bowser, which is probably one of the coolest amiibos that I have right now. It's probably my second favorite aside from Star Fox. I think Star Fox is the coolest, and then Bowser's next up in line for sure. So that's it for amiibos. Just to slowly collecting. There are a few more that I want. I'm just going for main characters, nothing. I'm not going for like Shulk or Ike or any of those King Dedede or anything like that. So I'm just going for straight Nintendo characters, or I guess mascots, you can say it that way. This game I picked up quite a while ago. I did post it on the Facebook page, and probably people who follow there are probably wondering why I haven't shown this. It's been that long since I actually have had a chance to put up a pickup video or a gaming grabs video, but now I'm able to show it off, so fine. And that is Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Actually, I think the technical way to pronounce this is 358 days over 2. If what I've learned about this is correct. But that's pretty cool. Someone had this up on Kijiji for $5, so I'm glad I could grab it before a reseller did or a scalper did, because that's just kind of the new norm around here, is they'll usually get it before we can. But glad to get that, especially for $5, right? So next, I'm gonna throw a huge shout out here to BC Retro Gamer. I follow him on Facebook, and he gave me the heads up that he got from Bear's Gaming Grounds that this game is going out of print, and that if you want to get it, now's the time. So if you haven't heard this yet, then hopefully you hear it now from me, that this game is going out of print, and that is Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS. Nintendo has officially announced that they're not making any more copies of this game, and prices have skyrocketed on eBay. So yeah, if you want it, you should probably go and get it now at the retail if you can. I was able to grab the last one used off Kijiji for $20. The guy wanted 25. I only had $20 in my wallet, so I said, "Hey, would you take 25 or 20?" He said, "Sure." So yeah, I'm really happy to get that before it. I have to pay a scalper for it. It is complete. The case has a few indents on it, but again, nothing serious. There it goes. Again, the manual's a little bit wrinkled. I don't know what happened, but whatever. I'm not too upset about it. It did have Club Nintendo points in it that weren't used, so I was able to grab those and add towards my measly amount of coins. So hopefully I can get something good from Club Nintendo before they close out and I lose them all. But yeah, I'm just struggling for points at this point, so that's a lot of points. But anyways. Yes, thank you to BC Retro Gamer for that heads up. I really appreciate it, and I was able to grab a copy. The next thing I picked up, it's not really game related. Well, it is kind of, but kind of not as well. I've been really always interested in Game Boy Video. I've got two that I picked up from Canadian Retro a while back, that are just, you know, they've got short TV shows or Cartoon Network shows on there. You know, you can watch them for 15 minutes or whatever. But I was wondering, you know, wasn't there a full release movie that was released on this? Because that would have been really cool. And I was honestly really jealous that I never had these as a kid, because I had a Game Boy Advance, and I would have loved to watch movies on the go. Like my family spent a lot of time in the car, traveling all around the United States, all around Canada, and I spent a lot of time in the back of it. And I first started on a Game Gear, and then I moved on to Game Boy Advance, and I would have loved to have a full-length movie that I could watch on my Game Gear or my Game Boy Advance. And so anyways, I looked around, and I think, from what I can tell, this is the only full-length release movie that came out for the Game Boy, and that is Shrek 2, Game Boy Video. This was $3 plus shipping, which wasn't that much. It was from Lukey Games on eBay, so everyone knows about that. Actually, it might have been free shipping. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this. I haven't been able to watch the whole movie, unfortunately. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of Shrek. At least Shrek 2, I like the first Shrek, but this one's just, you know, it's okay. But I think I'm just more interested in the technology that went into making this. That makes it really cool for me. But it is full-length movie. I mean, the graphics are pretty good. They're definitely not like Blu-ray quality, or even, it's probably a little bit less than DVD quality, I would say. But it's interesting nonetheless, and I'm happy to have it. This next game, oh man, I've had quite a few adventures on eBay recently. So I apologize that this story time might get a little bit crazy. I've been wanting to pick up The Wolf Among Us for PS4 for a while. I was looking at it for the PS Vita, but I saw some reviews on it, and I saw some other YouTube user reviews of it, and said that the hardware just doesn't seem to manage to handle it that well. There's a lot of stutter and jittering around, so probably not the best system to pick it up for is the PS Vita. So I decided to just go ahead and get it for the PS4. I had some money in my PayPal account, so I just figured, you know what, I'm just gonna spend some money on games on eBay. So I found The Wolf Among Us on PS4 for, I think it was $23 or something like that, plus like $2 or $3 shipping. So I went ahead and got that, and it showed up, and like everything in the pictures looked fine. I got it, and the bottom corner of the case was completely destroyed. It got smashed in the shipping. So I emailed the seller and said, hey, the case got smashed. I'm sure it's not your fault, but hey, can you throw some money back at me? Partial refund for the case being damaged, which I think is kind of fair. Like, I did pay retail, if not a bit more, for it, so I mean, I don't want to have a broken case. And by the way, if you want to get broken cases online, it costs just as much as an actual game at some point, so it's not even worth doing that. So she was fine with it. She gave me a $5 partial refund on it, which definitely brought it below retail. But I don't want a game that has a broken case, really, especially PS4 cases, because they're not exactly that common yet. So but whatever. But basically, I didn't want that, so I went out to Best Buy and saw that they had it brand new for sale for 20 bucks. So I just picked it up there. Said it's a brand new sealed. I haven't opened it yet. I will when I get around to it. But really happy to get this. I didn't actually know what the story was all about. I knew it was a Telltale game series. But it's actually like, it's almost like a film noir with like fairy tale characters, which sounds more and more interesting the more I say it, so really excited to check that out. I threw the other one that was broken up on Kijiji. I did say that the case was broken. I asked roughly 20 bucks for it. I was expecting to take 15, honestly. Someone was going to say they wanted to give me 15 for it, which I probably would have taken. But I had a guy offer me a game trade for this one, so I took it. And it is Infamous Second Son. And from what I've heard, this is one of the better games for the system. I haven't played any Infamous games, so looking forward to getting to that one. It is complete. When he gave it to me, I don't know what happened. There must have been like water or grease or something that kind of dripped down the side inside the cover. So luckily I got to it quick enough. I quickly just pulled it out, hair dryered it, got it dried out, and there's no damage anymore. So I think I saved this one pretty good. So Happy to try it out. Apparently the graphics look gorgeous, so anyways, I'm looking forward to trying it out when I can get there. This game I have already, but not for this system. Yeah, I'll just get into it. It's DuckTales Remastered for the Wii U. I have it for the PS3, and I know that it was free for PlayStation Plus on PS3 last month. But again, as much as I could have it free, I already have it on disc, so I didn't even bother downloading it. And to me, DuckTales is synonymous with Nintendo, especially the games. So I was happy to get it on PS3, but it just felt right to get it on Wii U. So I'm really happy to get this. And apparently it's really fun to play with the gamepad. That works as a map as you're going, so it's easier to follow what you're doing. So that made me interested as well. So I picked that one up. I'm not decided what I'm going to do with my PS3 one. I'm probably just going to keep it to have both. But happy to get this. This one was brand new sealed, and it came for, I think I bought it, it was like $25 shipped or something like that. And again, I haven't opened it yet, but I was looking at it more carefully. And I don't know, you probably can't see it through there, but well, maybe you can. The case is all cracked up inside there too. And I was just like, what is this? I don't have any luck buying things on eBay. All my cases are cracked. I don't know what's going on. So again, I emailed the seller and said, hey, the case is cracked. What can I do? Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I got $5 back on it, so whatever, I grabbed it. I'm probably just going to swap out the case with something I have down here, probably like 007 Legends or something like that. Which is less important to me than this. So, but either way, really happy to get that. I still haven't played it yet. Kind of for a reason, which I'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, anyways, really happy to get DuckTales. One of my favorite series of all time. These next couple of games, I went to EB Games. Actually, quite a few of these came from EB Games. I know this game is going to be one of those hidden gems on the PS3, so I decided, you know what, I know where a few copies are, so I'm just going to go grab them. I'm going to hold on to them for a while, and then maybe the value will go up. Not that I'm a reseller, but I think this is going to be really good trade bait in the future, or I could sale bait, I guess you could say too. As much as I don't want to be a scalper, but at the same time, like, you got to have a bit of a hustle too, right? So, anyways, and the two games I got were 3D Game Heroes. I got 2 copies of it. These were $13.50 each. They're both in really good shape, so I figured I would just grab them. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. But it is a great system. If you like Zelda and you don't have a Nintendo, then just get that and you can play it on the PS3, and it's really, really awesome. The next game I saw, I've heard so much about this game, and actually it's really funny because CJR just brought this up in like his best exclusive games for the 360, and I've seen this game before, but people have always wanted like $20–25 for it, and it was in like the discount bin at EB Games when I was picking up 3D Game Heroes, and it's Earth Defense Force 2017, so it's the first one. It is exclusive to the Xbox 360, and they only wanted $1.79 for it. I don't know if you can read the price on that. Yeah, I picked it up, and I was just like, are you kidding me? This is only $1.79? Of course I'm going to take this. Why wouldn't I take this? Really looking forward to playing this game. It's pretty ridiculous. If you're not getting this game for the story, it's just for gameplay. You're basically just defending the Earth from giant like spiders and ants and things like that, and like the environment's destructible. Like, what more do you need? It's just a fun like shoot 'em game. But yeah, happy to have that. It was really funny. I am going to try to get the Earth Defense Force 2017, and I think there's another one. I can't remember what the name is, but I'm probably going to look at trying to get that one too. Just, you know, because. Next, I did a trade with another awesome YouTuber. If you haven't checked him out, do so. I'll leave a annotation right here. Click on it, go and subscribe to him, and dude, you gotta get a picture. You gotta get a picture. Anyways, Anthony Sill, awesome guy. He definitely hooked me up on trades. He saw something that I had that he wanted, so he hit me up for a trade, and I was more than happy to do it. Honest guy. There's a bit of a mix-up with the packages, but you know what? It all finally worked out. And anyways, he sent me a note. I didn't do a live unboxing. I'm sorry. I got it in the mail, and I was just too excited. and I knew I had a bunch of stuff, so I didn't want to I just wanted to include it in everything. So I opened the packages, but whatever. He sent me a note, and it says, "Hey Josh, happy holidays to you and your family as well. Or as you will see, I threw in a few extras for you. Thank you, always appreciated. Not necessary, but always appreciated." Said, "I hope you enjoy and hope you don't have these. Let me know when you want to do another trade. I will definitely do that. Sorry for the late shipment, no worries. But with the holidays, everything was crazy." Yep, that's the way it goes. "We'll enjoy the games, and I'll let you know when I get your package." Awesome. As far as I know, he does have my package. So, thank you very much, Anthony. Really appreciate that. He sent me 2 extras. The first one is Need for Speed Underground 2 for the PS2, disc only. And the second one is Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace for the PS1. I do have them already, but again, not a big deal. I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there who can use these, so it definitely won't be going to waste. So thank you very much. It's very generous of you to give me these bonuses or extras. He did include another extra for me, which was an NES game, Jeopardy. One I don't have. I have Wheel of Fortune actually from the same series, but don't have Jeopardy, so looking at that. And he even threw a little Nintendo case for it, so really, really good. The next couple of games, this is what the actual meat of the trade was. The first one is Hook for the Super Nintendo. Really been looking to try to get this game. This game is just shot up in value in my area and can't get it anywhere reasonable. But happy to get that. The next 2 games were, again, games that I probably wouldn't be able to find locally. If I did, they'd be gone, or resellers should get them as per usual, right? The first one is Mega Man Anniversary Collection for the PS2. This has the first, I think, 9 games. 1 through 8, sorry. Well, it's Mega Man 1 through 8 and 2 never before released in the US. So awesome Mega Man collection. It is complete and in very nice condition. So thank you very much. And the second one is Mega Man X Collection for the PS2. Again, really happy to get that. 7 games on 1 disc. And this definitely reduces the pressure of getting the actual physical copies on my Super Nintendo. So yeah, again, complete, very nice condition. This was kind of in the trade, but kind of an extra at the same time. And it is another copy, not another copy for me, but just the same game, roughly. DuckTales on the NES. I've really been looking forward to playing this game. I've heard so much about how it's so great. I have this game on the Game Boy, so I've really been tempted to kind of do a Let's Play video of me playing the Game Boy version, and then playing the NES version, and then playing the Wii U version remastered. And just kind of comparison between the 3. I'm sure they're all great, that's what I've heard. But yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you very much, man, for letting me do the trade, especially getting that game. It's definitely going to be one of the prizes of my collection. So, is this video getting long yet for you guys? Are you bored yet? Do you want to stop? You can just pause the video, take a break. It's fine. Or we can just plow through. Today after work, I went out, just again trying to get out of the house. School assignments are getting busy, so it's nice to get out when I can and just do something different. So I decided to hit up a few thrift stores. Again, it's kind of pointless at this point, but I did hit up a Cash Converters, and they had this in their clearance bin, and it's Little Deviants for the PS Vita, and as you can see, I paid $2 for it. I know it's not a great game, but for $2, I can't really pass this up. I do love the PS Vita system, so it's just something simple and easy to play, and I guess if I have a little cousin over or something, they can play it and have fun with it, and I don't have to worry about it. They originally had $5 on this game, which is really surprising. No one picked it up for $5, so happy to see it in the clearance bin. It is, again, complete. Again, same thing. I did go to a few Value Villages. Everything's overpriced as usual. This is the only game at the one Value Village that I went to that was vaguely worth it, even though it's still overpriced for a thrift store. And that is Punisher for the PS2. Awesome game. If you can see the price there, I paid $8 for it, which I know is too much for a thrift store, but I mean, this game goes for $20, $15, $20, $25. I've seen ranges all over the place. But definitely worth it, I think, for $8, even though it is expensive. Oh well. And the next two games, I actually had to go to Cambridge to get these games because they just were not available in my area. So the first one I got was Jurassic Park the game for the 360. And now you can probably tell by the glare there, this case is not great, the artwork's not great. I'm hoping to upgrade this in the future, but I figured I would grab it while I can. The price was only $13.50 right there. This is a Telltale Games, actually. I think I kind of realized that when the game came out, but it got terrible reviews. But I love Jurassic Park. I've been wanting to try it actually for a while. The value of this game has shot up. It's going up for $30, $40 now. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna get this while I can. This is the only used copy in my region, so I grabbed it while I could. At least used in EV games. So hopefully I can upgrade this in the future. It is missing the manual and everything. It's just disc only. But yeah, that's the plan on that. And this last game, it was the only game I've paid full retail for. I haven't bought a retail game in a while, but I figured I would grab this one. It is going up, up, up in value, and I figured I would grab it now while I can. Again, a huge shout out to Gear Bears Gaming Grounds for giving me a heads up. I know he's looking for it, but hopefully he can find it as well. If you can't, man, hit me up and I'll see if I can find one for you. And that is Pikmin 3 for the Wii U. This game has also gone out of print for Nintendo. They're not printing any more of these, so if you can pick them up, do it now while you can. It's going to be another Pikmin 2 situation all over again. So, yeah, it is still sealed. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to open it, though, and get my Nintendo points while I can from that. Really looking forward to playing it. I haven't really played any Pikmin games, at least not seriously. Like, I've dabbled a little bit here and there, but haven't really got into it. So, it should be really cool. And from what I can tell, the game looks amazing, like graphically and gameplay-wise. So, looking forward to playing that. So that is it. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around for the whole video. If you have, give it a like. Really appreciate it. It helps us out, gets our name out there. It helps us grow our channel. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers so we can do something special. We haven't quite decided what yet. It'll either be some sort of giveaway or some sort of special video, some sort of contest. We haven't figured it out yet. But the faster we can get there, the faster we can get something going. That is it. Thanks you guys again for sticking around, and I will see you guys next time.